an interview with Edward Snowden that was first in the Guardian. I have a link from the Zero Hedge that was authored by Ewan McCaskill and Alex Hearn. They were the Guardian authors, talking about 5 years after Edward Snowden's whistleblowing, what he looks back and thinks. And one of the things that he said is that people are still very powerless, but now they're more aware. And the ramifications of this, and he doesn't regret any of it, despite the fact that the US and UK intelligence agencies and governments on the whole are still after him. He is still in Russia. He's at the whims of Putin. Putin could just give him up if they wanted to. And, but he doesn't regret it at all. You know, he said, if I really wanted to stay safe, I would have just never would have left Hawaii. I mean, it's not a bad gig, working in Hawaii on Oahu for the government. You're getting good money. Why not stay there? But it really, this article goes into the aftermath of this, and one of the things, you know, the corporations and the intelligence agencies, which are one and the same just about, have been doing this for a long, long time. And now we're all just sort of waking up to this fact. So here's what is the fallout from that? Well, you know, there's been a documentary, there was a Hollywood movie, there's been all these books written. So now more people are aware of it. And I think that's what it is. You know, they always talk about it's awareness, acceptance, action. Those are the three like stages, and everyone's becoming aware. And I think starting to accept the fact that, wow, we're being watched by everybody, and they don't have our best interests in heart. They're not doing this for our safety or for protecting freedom or fighting terrorism. They're doing this to control us. They're doing this for profit. They're doing this for, you know, exerting their power over the masses. And, you know, we need to accept that that's the reality and then take action against it. So here, some of the quotes from Snowden. People say nothing has changed, that there is still mass surveillance. That is not how you measure change. Look back before 2013 and look at what has happened since. Everything has changed. The government and corporate sector preyed on our ignorance, but now we know. People are aware now. People are still powerless to stop it, but we are trying. The revelations made the fight more even. If I wanted to be safe, I would never have left Hawaii, where I'd been based working for the NSA before flying to Hong Kong. You want to show like how the intelligence agencies view him and what they want to do with him? There's a statement from Jeremy Fleming, the director of the UK surveillance agency GCHQ, which along with the US NSA was the main subject of the leak. In response to a question from The Guardian about the anniversary, Fleming said GCHQ's mission was to keep the UK safe. What Edward Snowden did 5 years ago was illegal and compromised our ability to do that, causing real and unnecessary damage to the security of the UK and our allies. He should be accountable for that. No, he showed how creepy you guys are. You're probably watching this stream right now. That's what he showed. You know, if you guys wanted to knock on that door and arrest me for being a prisoner of the state or treason or whatever, you could. You could just do that. You could just make some crap up and come get people. So I don't trust you guys at all. The anger by the US and UK intelligence agencies is not just what was published, fewer than 1% of the documents, but extend to the unpublished material too. They say they were forced to work on the assumption everything Snowden ever had access to had been compromised and had to be dumped. There was a plus for the agencies. Having scrapped so much, they were forced to develop and install new and better capabilities faster than planned. Another change came in the area of transparency. Before Snowden, media... sorry, this just reloaded. This is annoying, sorry. Before Snowden, media requests to GCHQ were usually met with no comment, whereas now there was more of a willingness to engage. That Fleming responds with a statement reflects that step change. In a statement, he expressed a commitment to openness, but politely did not credit Snowden, saying the change predated 2013. Yeah, sure it did. The Sir David Oman shared Fleming's assessment, the former GCHQ head, saying, a sounder and more transparent legal framework is now in place for necessary intelligence gathering. That would have happened eventually, of course, but the action certainly hastened the process. Oh, look at that. The U.S. Congress passed the Freedom Act in 2015, curbing the mass collection of phone data. The UK Parliament passed the contentious Investigatory Powers Act a year later. Ross Anderson, a leading academic specializing in cybersecurity and privacy, calls the Snowden thing like a seminal event. He says Snowden's revelations are one of those flashbulb moments which change the way people look at things. They may not have changed things much in Britain because our culture is for adoring James Bond. But round the world, it has brought home to everyone that surveillance really is an issue. So Snowden says like the fight back is just beginning. We're all just now waking up. We're all seeing it. We've seen it various levels, and we're getting involved and seeing how the system, the 1%, is screwing us all over. Don't buy into this one party's better than another. They're all part of it. They're all in collusion. They're all designed to screw us all over. If you're part of the 99%, the system is stacked against you. And the lower down the rung you are, the harder it is. And that's by design. But it's completely not a sustainable model. And I don't know why the powers that be are doubling down on this model that is just going to bring about collapse. I don't get it. Unless collapse is their end game. I don't know. So thank you for staying involved and paying attention and supporting shows like this. Please go to my patreon.com. This video will get demonetized for sure because it says the word Snowden in it. And join us on the Progressive Comedy Tour, June 20th through the 24th. Nashville, Huntsville, Asheville, Louisville, and Atlanta. Me and Ron Placone doing the Progressive Comedy Tour. Go to grahamelwood.com for dates. Like and subscribe, share these videos, and thank you for making Gotham great.